Listen, guys, I need to tell you something that could change your mornings forever. If you're over 50 and things aren't working like they used to, this is exactly what you need to hear right now. I'm Dr. Alethea, and I've been helping men reclaim their vitality for over a decade. What I'm about to share with you is simple, practical, and easy to add to something you already do every morning. We're talking about adding a few carefully chosen ingredients to your morning coffee to support better blood flow, steadier energy, and overall vitality. Forget complicated routines. Forget making your mornings a science experiment. This is about taking something you already enjoy and making it work a little harder for your health. Now, here's what most guys don't realize. Your morning coffee can give you that familiar mental boost and help you feel more alert. But coffee alone isn't going to address everything that changes in the body after 50. Your circulation can become less efficient. Blood vessels can become less flexible. Muscle mass, energy levels, sleep quality, and hormone levels can all change with age. And that quick caffeine hit can sometimes leave you feeling energized for a while, only to crash later in the morning. So instead of simply drinking your coffee and hoping for the best, what if you added a few simple ingredients that bring their own nutritional benefits to the cup? Things you can find at many grocery stores, things that don't require an expensive treatment or complicated routine. Let me start with one of the easiest additions: cinnamon. I'm talking about real ground cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar or a sugary flavored coffee mix. A small amount, such as half a teaspoon, can add plenty of flavor while providing beneficial plant compounds. Cinnamon has been studied for its potential effects on blood sugar regulation and metabolic health, although the results aren't strong enough to consider it a treatment for diabetes or any other condition. And here's why that matters for men over 50. Maintaining healthy blood sugar and cardiovascular health is important because your blood vessels play a major role in circulation throughout the entire body. When your cardiovascular system is healthy, you're giving your body a better foundation for energy, exercise, and sexual function. Cinnamon isn't some magical switch that instantly transforms blood flow, but it's a simple way to add more plant compounds to your daily routine. And that's the approach I want you to take with everything I'm sharing today: consistency over hype. Next, consider pure cocoa powder, not the sugary hot chocolate mix. I'm talking about unsweetened cocoa powder, the rich, dark stuff that gives you that deep chocolate flavor without loading your coffee with added sugar. Cocoa contains flavonols, plant compounds that have been studied for their potential role in supporting healthy blood vessel function. Some research suggests cocoa flavonols can improve measures of vascular function, but that doesn't mean cocoa is a replacement for prescription treatments or that it will produce dramatic results overnight. Think of it as another small piece of a bigger picture. Add around 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa to your coffee, stir it well, and you get a richer drink with a naturally chocolatey taste. And if you enjoy dark chocolate, you'll probably recognize the flavor immediately. Now let's talk about maca powder, because this is where things get interesting. Maca has been traditionally used in Peru for generations, and it's often marketed as a natural vitality and libido booster. Research into maca is still limited, but some small studies suggest it may help with sexual desire in certain people, particularly when used consistently over time. What I don't want you to believe is that maca magically increases testosterone or works like a prescription medication. The evidence simply isn't strong enough to make those claims. But if you're interested in trying it, a small amount can be incorporated into a balanced routine. Start with the serving size recommended on the product rather than assuming that more is better. Some men describe maca as having an earthy, slightly nutty flavor, so it can actually work surprisingly well with coffee and cocoa. Coconut oil is another ingredient you may have heard about, but let's clear up some of the exaggerated claims surrounding it. Adding a small amount of coconut oil to coffee can create a creamy texture and may help make the drink more filling. But don't treat coconut oil as a testosterone booster or a magic fat-burning ingredient. Coconut oil is high in saturated fat, so moderation matters, especially if you're watching your cholesterol or cardiovascular health. If you enjoy it, a small amount blended into your coffee can make the drink richer and more satisfying. And then there's ginger. Fresh ginger can add a warm, slightly spicy kick to your morning cup, and ginger contains naturally occurring compounds that have been studied for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. You may have heard claims that ginger dramatically raises testosterone or transforms male performance. Be careful with those claims. Human evidence is still limited, and ginger shouldn't be presented as a guaranteed hormone booster. What it can do is add flavor and another source of beneficial plant compounds to your routine. A small piece of fresh ginger or a modest amount of ground ginger can be enough to give your coffee that warm, energizing taste without loading it with sugar. Now you're probably thinking, Doctor, Alethea, this sounds like a lot. And that's exactly why I don't want you throwing everything into your coffee on day one. Keep it simple. Start with one ingredient. Cinnamon is an easy place to begin because it blends naturally with coffee and doesn't require much preparation. Try a small amount and see how your body responds. If you enjoy it, you can later experiment with unsweetened cocoa. If you're interested in maca, follow the serving instructions on the product you choose. And if you want to experiment with ginger, start with a small amount because its flavor can become intense quickly. There's no prize for putting 5 ingredients into 1 cup. More isn't automatically better. In fact, when you're introducing several new foods or supplements at once, it becomes harder to know what your body is responding to. If you want a simple weekend version, you could try regular coffee with a small amount of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa, and a little fresh ginger. Blend it until smooth, and you'll have a rich, flavorful coffee that feels more like something you'd order at a coffee shop. But remember, this is a nutritional routine, not a medical treatment. Don't expect it to instantly fix erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, poor circulation, or chronic fatigue. Those symptoms can sometimes be signs of underlying health issues that deserve proper medical attention. If you're experiencing persistent changes in sexual performance, energy, or circulation, talk with your doctor rather than trying to cover up the symptoms with ingredients in your coffee. And if you take medications, especially medications for blood sugar, blood pressure, or blood clotting, it's smart to check with your healthcare professional before making major dietary or supplement changes. Also, don't turn this into a sugar bomb. Skip the sweetened cocoa mixes, cinnamon sugar, flavored syrups, and huge amounts of creamer. If the goal is to support your health, adding several spoonfuls of sugar to your coffee defeats the purpose. Keep the ingredients simple and pay attention to portions. And give your routine some time. You're not going to drink 1 cup of cinnamon coffee on Monday and wake up Tuesday morning feeling 20 years younger. That's not how the body works. What matters is the bigger picture: your diet, exercise, sleep, stress, weight, blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and cardiovascular health all contribute to how you feel and perform as you get older. Your morning coffee can be one small part of that bigger picture. Here's my challenge for you. Pick one ingredient. Start with something simple, like a small amount of cinnamon in your coffee. Try it consistently for a few weeks and pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy levels, mood, appetite, workouts, and overall well-being. Don't obsess over one specific outcome. Look at the whole picture. Then, if you enjoy the routine and your body tolerates it well, you can experiment with another ingredient. That's how you build sustainable habits, one small change at a time. You don't have to accept feeling worse every year simply because you're getting older. Aging is real, but decline isn't something you have to passively accept. Your body still responds to movement, nutritious food, quality sleep, stress management, and healthy daily habits. And sometimes the most powerful changes aren't complicated at all. They're the small things you can actually stick with. Tomorrow morning, when you're making your coffee, remember this conversation. Remember that your morning routine can be more than just a caffeine delivery system. It can be an opportunity to make a healthier choice and start your day with intention. Your body is still capable of amazing things, but it needs the right foundation. Your vitality matters, your energy matters, your confidence matters, and you matter. Small changes today can contribute to better health tomorrow. Every morning is another opportunity to choose habits that support your heart, your circulation, your energy, and your overall well-being. If this helped you, hit that like button and share it with a buddy who might benefit. Sometimes the best thing you can do for a friend is share practical information that encourages him to take better care of himself. Subscribe for more straightforward men's health information for men over 50. No judgment, no embarrassment, just practical, evidence-informed advice you can discuss with your healthcare professional and actually use in everyday life. Until next time, this is Dr. Alethea reminding you that your best days aren't necessarily behind you. They can still be ahead of you, one healthy choice at a time. Stay strong, gentlemen.